on last time. So, okay. Well, why don't you want to start with your questions first, and then I can kind of direct it from there?
Go ahead, Susan.
My question, have seen a lot of comments about using Soothe with Unblemish, and a lot of it stems from the thought that some acne, or a good portion of acne, is sometimes caused by irritated skin. When you're working with someone with acne, do you have any particular way to go? Like, would you recommend Soothe before?
I would. If they're saying they have sensitive skin, I would do the Soothe for at least 60 days. And then say, you know what, just explain to them about how this is multi-step therapy, how the doctors, believe in treating one particular condition at a time. The rule of thumb is always to treat sensitivity first. Then after sensitivity, then you want to clean up the blemishes. After the blemishes are under control, then you can clean the slate with reverse. And then redefine is the very last step.
I've had acne and been to doctors since I was about 11. And I didn't know until starting with Redefine Fields that you could have acne due to irritated skin. So I'm just learning that now.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if
so it used to be, you're going to see this, Vicki. We used to have 2 different toners that you could get with Unblemish, the spot fading and a clarifying, and it never failed. Anyone who started out with spot fading toner broke out even worse with that toner. So Redefine Fields is actually taking that away, and everyone's getting the clarifying toner. So I'm actually really happy about that. But you can go through a boot camp phase even with Soothe, because like I was just saying, a lot of people have not used anything but cosmetic grade products on their skin, and now all of a sudden they're using something that's clinical strength, and so they're going to put these products on their face. So it's just like going to the gym, and if you haven't been to the gym in a while, you go back into the gym, your body is super sore. It's like, what just happened? So same thing with these products. If you just throw these products on your face, that's why with reverse and Unblemish, you start slow. You start once every other day. With Redefine and Soothe, you can jump right in. But I never broke out ever. And then I even went through a small time with Redefine where I kind of broke out a little while. So we just always, tell people sometimes, your skin's just adapting. And if you work through it, you're going to be happy with your results. I've had a client who has moved through all of the regimens just like that, and she's had great success. So the rule of thumb is always to treat sensitivity. If they mention the word sensitive, treat them with Soothe first. Then just say, you know what, we're going to take care of your sensitivity first. If you tolerate that really well for 60 days, then we'll move you on to working on the acne. And sometimes, I'm sorry, Katie just messaged me. It was funny. She's having a virtual event, and she says, I'm about ready to throw up from inviting people. Katie is so close to level 5. Katie is my neighbor. She's one of my directs. She will probably hit Lexus volume next month. So she's got to get level 5.
Wow.
She's one leg away. So we keep praying, Lord, bring her the people.
Right.
So anyway, so that just tells me.
There it is. There it is. There's the dog.
Yeah.
No, baby, no.
It just shows you that in a town of 1,500 people, my neighbor is also going to be my first Lexus Achiever. So that's pretty crazy. So wherever I just roll my eyes when people say, oh, my neighbor sells it, or oh, my neighborhood, or oh, whatever. And I'm like, really? Because, this happens.
It really happens.
Yeah.
That would be a great post that I could share.
Yeah. And my sisters and my mom do the business too. And we really, there's sometimes we've crossed, but really not that much. So it just shows you everybody has their own network. So did I answer your question, Susan?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So Vicki, do you have burning questions, or what do you want me to start with?
Okay, well, we were talking about the Unblemish. Okay, if you have a person that has gone through acne, has been treated, and then just still suffers with sensitivity like just has to be really careful about what goes on their skin, and still has these outbreaks every once in a while, like you said, from heat or from from sweating, from heat, whatever changes. Do you recommend that if they've already gone through like being treated prescription wise for acne and are still having some breakout problems, do you recommend they start with Soothe, or do you think that they should do Unblemish?
If there's sensitivity, I would definitely do Soothe. Because sometimes they just need to build up that barrier and then they're going to be fine. If there's no sensitivity, if they're having the rule of thumb is 5 or more breakouts, cycles.
A month?
Yeah. So 5 or more breakout cycles a month, then you do Unblemish. If not, then you can do like Redefine or whatever.
I'm writing this down. I'm not ignoring you.
No, you're fine. And you
mean like periods of like, I woke up and there's another breakout today, and I woke up the next day and there's another one. That's where you consider 5, not like 5 new ones, right?
Not like 5 pimples. No, okay. I mean like
5 episodes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if they're not having 5 or more, but they're just sensitive, then they should just do the Soothe then, right?
I would.
Okay.
And if they're really not super sensitive, but just from time to time, you could do Unblemish and then just mix in that Soothe too as needed for any type of redness.
Okay.
Make sure that they're not using, we'd have to find out from one of the other girls on the team if they can continue using. I think that they shouldn't probably be continuing to use their prescription at that point either.
Right. No, he's not. He doesn't use it anymore. It's my son.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say if he's super sensitive, start him on Soothe.
Okay.
At least for a few weeks, just to kind of get that under control. And then Unblemish is a slow, like I said, you ease into it once every other day,
Okay.
So he could use the Soothe on the off days too.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you ever have questions, so on your, I don't know if you've been able to get on your website, but on your .com, here, I can actually show you. Give me a second here.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to do all that.
Okay, so I'll just show you real quick. I love this little tool here, but
wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Oh, sorry. Did you guys see? Wait a minute.
It popped up and it disappeared.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's see here. Let me move this. What?
Cool.
Okay. All right, can you still see it?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a .com and a .biz. Your .com is really like your virtual storefront. And there is an actual, I don't send any of my customers to my website to order. I do all of I take their orders and put them in for them. And I manage their account. So they don't, I check with them before their 60-day replenishment and, hey, what are you running low on? So they're not just going to be getting things at their door because that freaks people out. So what I do when someone comes to me and they say, oh, do you have a website? Can you let them in? I'm sorry. So if they say that they have a website or they ask if you have a website, we want to just give them our website. That's just what we're programmed to do. And what I found is that our website is so overwhelming that people get lost and then they don't want to buy. So what I do is I say, what are your 2 major skin concerns? And if they're female, you might want to ask if they're nursing or pregnant. And then what you can do is if you go to your .com under shop skincare and get advice, there's a solution tool. Okay. So you just do this, visit the solution tool, and it literally just takes you through questions. Okay. So you're going to get to the point where you're going to be able to do this like without doing this tool. But, so you could even just do this with them if you have someone on the phone or whatever. But if you know there are 2 major concerns, you can do it for them. So like your son, you said he had sensitivity. So sensitivity.
And acne.
Okay. I don't know why it's telling me that. Okay. Sensitivity all of the time or under certain circumstances. It says
certain circumstances.
Okay. And then acne.
Yeah.
What do you have? 5 pimples? So they're calling it 5 pimples a month, or 5 or less, more or less than 5.
I think he would say more.
Okay. Is he normal to dry or normal to oily, do you think?
I don't know. I think normal to dry.
Okay. And then he's probably most people are like a 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is going to say do unblemished and then just mix Soothe 2 into it.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't even send people to my solution tool because sometimes it gives them the biggest package ever and it's like freaks them out.
Right.
So I do it for them, and then I literally have just saved like the regimens on my phone, and I just send them options. So if this would have came up with like Redefine and Redefine with the roller, I would send both of those options and explain the savings of both. Okay. And then that's all I really do. And then I give them preferred customer pricing for everything. I don't know. Are you familiar with our preferred customer pricing?
Well, Jen just explained to me that from what I'm gathering from it, it's 10% off, and then they pay the $19 or whatever initially, and then you get 10% off.
So what I do, I actually don't sell anybody as retail. So they can buy retail, they can buy as preferred customer, or they can buy as a consultant. So what I do is I just explain to them, I give them preferred customer pricing.
Okay.
And I say, this is preferred customer pricing. In order to get this, you got 10% off. In order to get this, you pay $19.95. That's like purchasing a Costco membership. Okay. So when you go to Costco, you spend $50, $100 or whatever for your card, and then you're able to get products at a discount. So that's kind of like what it is. You pay $19.95 one time, and then the discount will always apply, and you can get free shipping once a month. Okay.
Okay.
And then I explain it as, I never use the word auto ship because that freaks people out. So I say, you know what? You will get signed up for a replenishment order in 60 days. And I say, but I'm going to manage your account. And that does not mean that you need to reorder the whole regimen in 60 days. You may only need a wash and a toner or something. As long as it's $80, you get the free shipping. Okay.
As long as it's what?
$80.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. So when you explain to them that the retail shipping would be $15, usually to start, and even if they order once and they never want to order again, they can go in and cancel it right away. I always tell people, you know what, don't worry, because they're always like, are things just going to show up? I mean, we've all been a part of something that you can't stop it. This is like that. And Jen will help you and coach you. What I teach everyone is that I manage my customer's accounts, and she'll show you how to do that. I literally just send them a message right a few days before their order and say, hey, just want to remind you that you have an order coming up. Let me know if you need me to make any changes or any recommendations for anything.
Okay.
And then they'll write me back, nope, my order's good, let it go, or I need to delay it this month, or I want to try this and this and this.
Okay.
So it's really easy. And so when you set your customers up, you might want to have the same password for everyone. Like use skincare 2016 or whatever. I use the first part of their email address. So if it's like Jen Conrad 21, then their password is going to be Jen Conrad 21. So that's just for me. That's how I like to do it. Because if I'm on the go, I can look up their email and be like, oh yeah, that's their password. So whatever you want to do. And then she'll show you how to like take an order and everything. But I think the most important thing to realize here is that you don't need to know everything about these products. You have the solution tool here. Don't send them to your website. Send them the pricing. And I can ask Jen to give you a preferred customer pricing sheets, like cheat sheets.
Okay.
And I just save those on like a Google Drive on my phone. And I literally I never give them retail pricing.
Okay.
And if they just would like a tanner or an eye cream or something like that, and it's not the $80, I just have them pay me through PayPal or Square Cash or write me a check, and then I order it under like a preferred customer account under my son's name or something.
So you make up like a dummy account, right?
Mm-hmm. So anything, yep. So that way, like, so if someone's really, really adamant, I don't want to, I said, okay, fine. You know what? I have an extra account. I do charge them full price, the wholesale price.
You mean the preferred customer price, right?
Yeah, I charge them the wholesale price if they're going to use my preferred customer account. Because sometimes if I've already used that preferred customer account, then I have to pay shipping. So I just pay them they just pay the full price. If they don't want to be the preferred customer.
Okay.
So Jen can explain that. So just maybe write a note about how to do a flash sale, because our tanners are really good to do flash sales. Our eye cream is a great way. I'm doing one right now on our Redefine PM cream, because sometimes people just want to try one thing, and then they'll buy more. So, okay, well, that's the solution tool. So I don't know if Jen gave you this. This is something I'm just now working on. We have a 30-day to success group going on Facebook, and so we can add you to that, or you can just go to my website. And this is it. And it's got a lot of really cool, like cheat sheet things too. Here we go. It's loading. Is that Alicia stuff? Oh, hey, Alicia. Can you hear me?
Hi, Jen. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Sorry you were on mute. You didn't hear my kids.
No. Okay. So you can't see my screen, but we're just going through some new things. We have a couple people on the line, so.
Okay.
I'll let.
Nope. I'm downloading the app now, but it's really slow because I'm on the phone.
Okay, that's fine. No problem. Just give me a minute here, and okay. So this is called 30 Days to Success, and so right now people have been doing this the whole month of April, and we'll start it again in May. So if you don't want to go through this stuff now, you don't have to, but it basically tells you day by day, gives you different tips about like managing PCs and what a power partner is, and just building your business and kits and all that kind of stuff. But on the right hand side here is a new consultant checklist that you might want. There's a new consultant guide that I created. There is scripts that are by, I watch Bob Heilig every morning. He does like a Periscope. I don't know if you're familiar with Periscope, but it's an app that's like live video every morning. So there's scripts that he uses about how to like reconnect with people. And then our RF Pulse link is here. That's like your backdoor office. So that's what she said she was going to go over with you tomorrow.
Okay.
RF YouTube. So there's different videos that you can share.
Ah, cool.
The RF Connection is a place where you can go if you like. You need to read about ingredients, if you need ingredient lists, or need to read more about a product or a condition. And then there's a Derm RF blog, and I think this is all different. So there's just different like articles written.
So to find those things, you'd have to go on your website to find it?
So it's just Jen and ajconrad.com, and it's under the 30-day 30 Days to Success.
It's a nice consolidation, Jen. That's terrific.
Yeah.
And then down here is the pricing sheet is here that I was just telling you about. PC pricing guide, shipping rates. There's a PC enrollment form. So if you ever wanted to print off PC forms and have them with you. So if you do an event, I highly recommend printing off some of those and then just taking orders and putting them in later.
Oh, okay.
You can buy catalogs too. They come in packs of 5. I thought I bought some. I think I've given them away.
I have one if you want to see one.
Yeah, here. No, so they come in packs of 5. So if I'm meeting someone for coffee or something, I don't take my kit with me. If I have like microdermabrasion paste samples or night serum, I might take that. I might throw my roller in my bag or something. But normally I just honestly take one of these catalogs, and I'll show you why. And the top leaders in the company will do this too. So if they're meeting someone for coffee, or if you're having an event, I literally just take a catalog with me. And the catalog has page by page about the different regimens and things like that. So you can kind of go through and talk to them about the different regimens, figure out what's right for them. And then what I love is in the back, they have all of the regimen bundles and everything. So it's retail pricing in here. So you can show them, okay, so I'm going to give you preferred customer pricing. So you're going to get 10% off this price right here. But when I'm explaining, for example, when you buy Redefine, it's $193. So it's actually, I think it's $184 as a preferred customer. The roller retails for $200 by itself. When you buy it with the Redefine regimen and the roller, the preferred customer price is $283. Okay.
Right.
So it's bundled as 20% and then an additional 10% off of that. So it's a much better way to go. So I sell a lot of roller kits that way. And then the same thing with reverse. Reverse comes with the roller as well. And it's $164 as a preferred customer and $210 again with the roller. So it's a much better deal. And but so that's what I like. I like to be able to just to say, here you go, like, okay, let's figure this out. And they like to see this when they're in person. And so just keeping one of these in my bag or my purse or my car usually is what I do.
Okay.
And
you have to order those?
Yeah, you'll get one in your kit.
Okay.
But they're five for $5.
Oh.
Yeah. But there is a digital version too. So if you have an iPad, you could also just bring it on your iPad.
Okay.
Then here's
Can you email, like, can you send, if you get it on your iPad, can you send it to somebody then?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
And honestly, and just Google Rodan & Fields product guide, and that's it. Almost 99% of things, if you can't find it on like a team page or something, if you Google it, you'll find it. And then, so here's all the contact numbers for, like, if you need to call someone to move up an order, sales support, if you need to email them, here's the number. We do have nurses on staff, so if there's a specific concern that you know, if somebody can't answer, you can email them. And then there's a national training call, which is every Sunday night. But here's the replay number. So you could go in and listen to the call from last night here. And then if you need certain success stories, this is the Redefine Your Future blog. So you can go in, like, let's say you're looking for someone that's like been a teacher. So you could go through and find someone who is a teacher or, you know, something like that. So there's lots of different stories. Sometimes stories sell stuff. Okay, so that's my website. But like I said, if you want to just kind of scroll through this at your own pace, you can do that as well. But we actually I have a 30-day group going right now. Yeah, but there's all different kinds of videos and stuff like that. And how to do events and like what a 3-way call is. So yeah, that's just jenandajconrad.com under 30 days of success. And so I will show you.
While you're showing something, could you show how to get to your Google Docs? I have to, like, is there a way for me to save it to mine? I'm not clear on how that works.
Here.
That might be good because there's a lot of good resources out there as well. Oh, it's there. Okay.
And I need to modify it. It should be in here. So if you ever need to find anything on the group page, you just type in that search there and it should pop up. So yeah, it's the new consultant's guide is in here.
I'm totally confused. What did you just go to?
So I'm sorry. I went to my team page. This is Team Grace. And so if you go to Team Grace, there's a whole file section.
Now, is that what I'm in?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Team Grace is my page. So you all fall under me.
Okay.
And so there's videos, there's new consultant training, there's anything that I
So that's Facebook.
Facebook, Team Grace files. But she was asking how to get to my Google Drive, and I said, so there's this little search thing right here.
Yeah.
If you're ever looking for something, you can type in. So here is like a message I did on Google Drive. Anything that's ever been tagged by Google Drive is in here.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
It's a way to search for things. So sometimes if, let's say you needed, I'm trying to think what else would be good. Something else you would be searching for. like new kits, because we just launched our new kits today. So if you couldn't find that post, you could just type in new kits and it pops up. The one thing too that I found is really cool. So like, let's say you're going just to your regular Facebook, and let's say sometimes I'm just struggling and I can't find a post that I like or something. If let's say you typed in Rodan and Fields new kits just up there in your Facebook search, it will pop up any post that anyone in your friends or that's has a public profile that is posted about new kits will pop up here. I don't know why that's telling me that. So then you can get some inspiration. Like, okay, what are people writing posts about the new kits?
So now how do you get this to be able to just make your own posts? Like, where are you getting all these little
So we share.
things?
So
okay.
If you're on your computer, literally just, if you ever take something from someone, you never need to ask. Just like, let's say you like this post from me. Then you could just go in here and make a comment, okay, something about it. So that way it keeps going in my newsfeed. And then literally you just copy it. And you could save this graphic to your computer. On my computer, I'm going to just save it. I'm going to put it on my desktop.
I'm going to steal that one next.
Yeah. So we all share. We all use things. So literally then if I was going to make my own posts, then I would just paste it. Sometimes the consultants sometimes they use y'all and stuff maybe we wouldn't say here. So sometimes you might want to change it up a little bit.
Okay.
Then literally you would just make your own post. You don't ever want to share it. You want to make your new like it's an original post from you. But never feel bad about sharing people's posts. We all do it. I'm trying to think what else. So there's a couple apps that I like. So when I started my business, I don't know if Jen told you much about me, but when I started my business, I was in grad school. So I was very busy with clinicals and my kids and everything. And so I didn't have time to necessarily post every day. But it was, you really should be posting something either about the business or a product every day with everything else that you have. And what I like, I use an app called Buffer. And it's just on my phone, and you can schedule posts. So like I have my posts scheduled for tomorrow already. Like they're ready to go. So if I found something, like I literally just have it, my post, and I can time it. I like to have one first thing in the morning, kind of inspirational. And then the afternoon, I like to have something either about the business or the products, because people are sitting at their desks searching Facebook. And then I like to do something in the evening too, because people, once they get their kids to bed, then they're laying around surfing Facebook.
So now you post those where? Do you put them on your personal Facebook so that it goes out?
Do not use a business page. They just do not get activity. So basically, I think I just told Susan, didn't I tell you this yesterday? Literally, there are people who have bought from me or signed in my business who I never would have tagged and never would have put them on a page like that. And so I really feel like there's some girls who are very adamant and they have their own group page for people who think they're going to buy, but they're missing so many people. I mean, I literally have thousands of Facebook friends, and I have 4,000. A lot of them are Rodan and Fields people, but I have a lot of people. And so if I'm not posting on my open post, and I tag my husband too, my husband does the business with me, but a lot of times I tell people, tag your husband in it, because then it gets a whole nother set of network. It just gets you more exposure. Okay. So I tagged him here on this new business post. I don't tag him in everything. He's not a big poster, but he likes to do a lot of the motivational stuff. But you can see, so I have one about the kits, and then I have an inspirational one, and then I posted something about dinner. So I'm mixing it up, and it's usually something about my kids or what else I did today. People want to see how you're working this business alongside other things. And so today I was able to volunteer, so I posted that. Then
Can I ask a quick question while you're in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Do you, is your page public or just
Public.
friends of friends?
Nope, it's public.
Okay.
And I was really hesitant about that. My husband's a Marine and a police officer, and I was like really hesitant. But seriously, if you can make individuals, like literally by clicking here, if I didn't want something to be everyone to see, which I mean, really, it's fine. You can make them just
Right.
friends or whatever. But I think because sometimes people share your post, and if it's public, then they're not going to see it. Okay. So, or if they like on it, then it's going to be in their news feed that they liked it. And so other people can see what they liked. So I do think it should be public.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. But the one thing is that you want to be consistent in your posting. Because if you're posting one day and then you're not posting another day, or maybe you're posting a couple days and then not for weeks, people aren't going to take you seriously. And if your goal is to build a team, you want people to see that you're passionate about the business. And I've had lots of people say, you know what, that's why I joined you, because I see that you're passionate. I see that you're in it for the long haul. You're not waffling, because sometimes there's people who waffle and people aren't going to want to join them, So that's the other thing too. I think questions from any of that.
No, I'm just trying to, like, it's all so new, so I just have to learn it all.
Right. And just
I do have a job, so you know what I mean?
The first jobs that I give people, is my first thing is that you want to make the announcement that you joined Redefine Fields. Okay. And then, since you haven't used the products yet, really just from what Jen's given you, right?
Right.
Okay. So then the next thing is going to be kind of your journey with these products. So you can start documenting, you using these products. If you feel comfortable, you could even do little videos of, okay, I got this product. Like when you get your kit, then you're going to take a picture of your kit and you're going to put it on your Facebook page. Look at me today. And so like that. Then your next task is going to be messaging 200 people. And the leaders will say, do that as fast as you can, because those 200 messages are going to start planting seeds. People are going to start watching your posts from that. What I tell people, and I did it all wrong, so I'm telling you what not to do. Do not, if you haven't talked to somebody ever, or you haven't talked to them in years, don't just jump in and be like, hey, I'm selling this product. Do you want to buy it from me? Because they're not going to.
Right.
What I always tell people is to jump in and just say something personal. Like, I really loved your kids' photos you posted. Looks like you had a great weekend. How have you been? I know we haven't talked for a while. Just start that kind of conversation with them. And then you can let them know, you know what? I just started my own virtual franchise, and I think you would be a great addition to my team. I think you either are well connected, or you are, just tell them exactly why, why they would be a good fit. I think that works the best than a scripty message. So, you can have something kind of scripted, like what Redefine Fields is, but I find sometimes that less is more. If you create just something and just tell them, hey, I started my own virtual franchise. I'm building in your area. I think you would be exactly who I want to work with. I'd love to tell you more. And at that point, you can either have coffee with them, or you could set up a 3-way call with them. So that could be with you and Jen, or you and Katie, or you and, your prospect and me. So you don't need to be the expert at this point. It's perfectly fine for you to say, you know what, I just started my journey. I would love for you to hear from one of my friends who's been doing this business for a year or 2 years or 2 years. So we love the power of the 3-way call, because it takes the pressure off of you, and it lets them, kind of hear from someone else who's been doing it.
Okay.
So don't be afraid to recruit right from the beginning. Some people are afraid, and they think that they want to know everything. And their biggest regret then down the road is I wish I would have worked on building a team. I think that, Susan can attest to this, and Alicia, we have a great supportive team. So you're never going to be just like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know, so you can use us as the team and the team page and things like that. So don't be afraid to recruit first.
Now, how do I even get to the team page?
Okay, so you've been added. So when you're on Facebook, you will see Team Grace over here on the left-hand side, or you can just type in Team Grace up here, and it'll pop up, and you've already been added.
Okay.
And then so Katie is Jen's upline, and hers is Team Brave. Katie's my neighbor. So you're on Team Grace and Team Brave, and I don't know if Jen's got her own page yet. But Katie also has her own set of files and stuff. So if you ever need a question, though, you can hop on either one of those pages and just say, hey, you can always message Jen or whatever, but if you got someone and you can't get a hold of Jen and you need a question answered, just pop on one of the pages. Someone will answer you pretty quickly. Because there's like 340 people on here. So, someone will get to you right away. I'm trying to think what else. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Don't have to make your own posts. Find things that you like and just literally copy and paste them and make them your own. Start your 200 messages. So what I would do is I would go through, set your timer for 15 minutes and just start what I did first is think about, okay, if you could create this dream team of people, who would be on that list? And write them down. Don't prejudge them. Who would it be? No matter. So the busier, the better, which sounds so funny, but they're the most well-connected people. And they're the people that are just going to be like, yeah, I'm going to do it. I mean, seriously, the people in our team that are rocking it are either I feel like going to school, they're working full time, they've got kids, they are busy people, but they know how to fit this into their life. So don't for a minute think that someone's too busy, because those are the people that are going to get it done. So when you're thinking of those people, think about people who are well connected, who have some sensible income, things like that. And so just literally set your timer for 15 minutes and write down anybody that comes to mind. If they're not coming to mind, literally go through your phone and then your contacts and scroll through and just see, oh yeah, I should contact them, or oh yeah. And then you'll do the same thing with your Facebook too. So how you manage that is totally up to you. I keep all my Facebook messages, so all my messages are in here. So let's say I feel like my funnel is drying up. I can go back from 3 years and see, okay, I talked to this person 2 years ago, we never got them going. Or maybe they told me no a year ago, but maybe now things have changed and now I'm gonna get back to them. That's how I like to do it. Some people like spreadsheets. Some people have a notebook, and on every top of the notebook they have the person's name, and then they have sent message. And they'll go back through, and if there's no response, then they know, okay, well, I can follow back up with them in a few weeks or something like that.
Okay.
Don't get discouraged if people don't message you back when you start this messaging thing, because people are going to start watching you, and they're going to start watching your page. And I always tell people, that's your seed planting phase. That's your time when people are like, okay, what is she doing? And is she serious? I'm going to watch. So they say that people need to be touched 8 to 10 times by an opportunity before they either purchase or they join you in business. So don't ever, if you get a couple yeses or nos or something from your 200 messages, that's huge. But that's getting you into the routine of reconnecting with people, not being afraid to talk to people and asking people hey, I want you on my team, or I think you would just love these products. I'd love to make some recommendations for you. Okay. So just keep it really simple, not scripty, because we want to just vomit everything all over them and they're turned off. If I get a message this long, I'm not going to read it. I really am not. So, keep it simple.
Okay.
And again, like I said, don't be afraid. You don't have to be the expert yet. Learn as you go.
Okay.
I didn't have a clue what I was doing, and I recruited my first partner in my first week. But I knew I had the support of my team and everything else. And do I do things differently 3 years later? Oh yeah, definitely. And I train my team on what I did that was wrong. So I think I probably even sent a mass message one time to like 30 people. So yeah, those types of things. Don't do those.
Yeah.
And then
so you want to do an individual message to 200 people.
Yep.
Because you want it to be more personal.
You do. Okay. And I do think that more personal, the better. So literally, like if you're just catching up, like with a girl from, like I have 4 or 5 girls from grade school on my team. Grade school. Funny thing is, nobody from high school, which, I don't get that. But
not a shocker.
Yeah. So I reconnected with them. I'm like, I would love, they're pharmaceutical reps. And I said, you know what? You need to be doing this. You are already doing this for a living. I just can't shake the feeling that you need to be doing this business with me. And then we went for coffee and they both told me no. And then we went into Canada, and I knew the one girl had a husband who was Canadian. And I said, this is huge. You need to do this. And so I just was persistent with them. Sometimes people need to hear, like we did a event yesterday. One of my girls on my team had a friend host an event for her. The friend had 9 people show up. 6 people became preferred customers. So we looked at the host and we said, you are well connected. You have great supportive friends. You need to be doing this business. And she really didn't think that she's like a CMNA, or I don't even know what she is. Like maybe a nurse practitioner. I don't know. So she literally signed up and got promoted the same day because she gave her those preferred customer orders in order for her to sign up. Sometimes people just need to hear and see that they have a network, or they need to see that they have the skills to do this business. So don't ever be afraid to like send a message to someone and be like, you know what, I know that with all your traveling, or, that this is something that would be great for you. Plus you get to work with your friends and you get to travel with your friends. I'm taking, a group to Michigan here, in a week and a half on like a retreat that they had to earn. So
now, do you have to do the travel part? Because I can't.
Nope. You don't ever have to travel. Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. So we do a lot of things.
I would love to, but unfortunately with my job, it's not even an option.
No. Nope.
Yeah.
So a lot of things are done virtually too, like that convention that we have in Vegas. They usually do a live streaming too, so you can watch it later. So you don't ever have to worry about that. But I would start thinking about who you might invite. I would do an event so we're heading towards the end of April. I would probably schedule one for May and one for June. And we're not a party planning company, but it's a really great way for people to kind of get their hands on the product. They can go wash their face if you want them to, just smell the product, anything like that. And it can be at your house. It can be at like a Mexican restaurant. It can be at any type of place. I say kind of stay away from the whole bar scene. If it's like a bar and grill, that's fine. I do Buffalo Wild Wings if I'm doing a more male-focused event. But you want to really, we're a premium skincare company. We kind of need to, keep it on that caliber. Really, but keep it simple. Don't go getting it catered and all this stuff. Like literally a couple drinks and cocktails.
Cocktails.
I am doing a virtual event. So I know Katie's doing one too. So you can always invite people. Like if you have some people that are like, if you want to start your messaging like now and you want to say, you know what, there's 2 virtual events going on this week. Mine is Wednesday. I think mine's Thursday. Katie's is Wednesday. So you can invite and say, hey, I'd love for you just to jump on and it's literally slides that go through for 20 minutes. So they can learn about the products in the business. So you could do that too.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Alicia, I didn't get to ask you, this is supposed to be more a question and answer thing. Do you have some questions you want me to answer for you?
No, it all sounded pretty good. No. I know my girl backed out for tomorrow's meeting, so
did she say why?
She wasn't feeling well. she said she wasn't feeling well, but she is coming to my house for my daughter's birthday party, and we're going to talk then.
Oh, well, good. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping to talk to her before then because that's not until April 30th. So.
That's okay. Last day of the month. That's fine. Month end magic. But but then, you made that touch with her. You had the appointment scheduled, and the third touch would be her coming over. So that's fine. Yeah, good job.
Right.
I think. Any other questions? Susan, do you have more questions? No, she there?
Yeah, no, I didn't have any more questions. This was really helpful. I always get more out of this every
Okay.
time.
All right, good. Vicki, do you have anything else?
No, thank you. I really appreciate, I mean, like I said, I'm just starting, so anything I can get right now, I'm trying to just sponge it all up. So I think it'll really be helpful when I sit down with Jen tomorrow, because that'll give me a lot more of like the base work that I don't know about. And then these will be a lot more helpful because I'll know what you're talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Well, if there's stuff that comes up after you meet with her that you need clarification on, don't hesitate to ask me or put it on the page. Best way to reach me is through Messenger. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go.
Okay.
I will put a recording up for anyone who didn't get to get on. So we can let them.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Nice meeting you all.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you.
Okay.
All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good
Okay, thank you.
Let's see.